The beginning story of King Vikram, Yogi and Betal in detail. Story of Betal Pachisi. It's a very old matter. A king named Gandharva Sen used to rule in Dhara city. He had 4 queens and 6 sons. All of them were very clever and strong. Vikram was one of them. Coincidentally, one day the king died and in his place his elder son Shankha sat on the throne. King Shank was very luxurious. His mind was not engaged in politics. Due to his luxuries, the condition of the kingdom started getting worse day by day. The treasury started dwindling. The eyes of the enemies started falling on the state. Along with the subjects, all the ministers wanted Vikram to become the king. The plight of the state could not be seen even from Vikram. Everyone was with Vikram. One day, with the help of some soldiers, Vikram killed him and became the king himself. His kingdom grew day by day and he became the king of the entire Jambudweep. One day it occurred to him that he should go for a walk and see the countries whose names he had heard. So he left the kingdom after handing over the throne to his younger brother Bhartrihari, becoming a yogi. A Brahmin used to do penance in Dhara city itself. One day the deity was pleased and gave him a fruit and said that whoever eats it will become immortal. The Brahmin brought that fruit and gave it to his wife and also told about the deity. Brahman said, "What will we do by becoming immortal? We will always be begging. It is better to die than this. You take this fruit and give it to the king and get some money in return." Hearing this, the Brahman took the fruit and went to King Bhartrihari and narrated the whole situation. Bhartrihari took the fruit and sent the Brahman away by giving 1 lakh pieces. Bhartrihari loved one of his queens very much. He went to the palace and gave that fruit to him. The queen's friendship was with the city kotwal. He gave that fruit to the policeman. Inspector used to go to a prostitute. He gave that fruit to that prostitute. The prostitute thought that the king should eat this fruit. She would only commit sin by eating it. If the king is alive, then he will do good to everyone. She took it to King Bhartrihari and gave it to him. Bhartrihari gave him a lot of money, but when he saw the fruit, he recognized it. He was hurt a lot, but he didn't say anything to anyone. He went to the palace and asked the queen, "What did you do with that fruit?" The queen said, "I ate it." The king took out that fruit and showed it. The queen got scared and told the whole thing truthfully. When Bhartrihari found out, he was very sad to know the whole thing correctly. He thought, "This world is an illusion. No belongs to us in it." He came out with the fruit and washed it and ate it himself. Then, leaving the palace, disguised as a yogi, went to the forest to do penance. Vikram's throne became deserted after Bhartrihari went to the forest. When King Indra got this news, he sent a god to guard the city of Dhara. That god stayed there day and night and started guarding the kingdom. When Vikram came to know about Bhartrihari leaving the palace and going to the forest, he returned to his country. It was midnight. When he started to enter the city, Dev stopped him. The king said, "I am Vikram. This is my kingdom. Who are you to stop?" The god said, "I have been sent by King Indra to guard this city. If you are the true King Vikram, then come, fight me first because only Vikram can defeat me." There was a fight between them. The king defeated the god in no time. Then the god said, "O king, you have defeated me. I give you life." After this, Dev told a story. "Rajan, you 3 men were born in a city and a constellation. You were born in the house of a king, the second in the oiler's house and the third in the potter's. You rule here." Teli used to rule in Patal and at the same time he was a great seeker. Due to mutual enmity and greed, the potter killed Teli and hanged himself from a peepal tree in the crematorium by becoming a vampire. He is now trying to kill you. Be careful with him." Having said this, the god left and the king entered the palace. The return of the king made everyone very glad. The city celebrated joyful moments. Vikram started ruling again. Once upon a time, a yogi named Shatashil came to Vikram's court and gave him a fruit and went away. Vikram was apprehensive that the man whom Dev had told, was he not the same? Thinking this, he did not eat the fruit, gave it to the steward. Yogi used to come and give a fruit to the king. Coincidentally, one day Vikram had gone to see his stable. Yogi reached there and handed over the fruit to the king. When the king tossed him in words, he dropped out of hand and fell on the ground. At the same time, a monkey snatched it up and broke it. A red one came out of it, the brightness of which dazzled everyone's eyes. Vikram was very surprised. He asked the yogi, "Why do you give this red to me every day?" Yogi replied, "Maharaj, the king, guru, astrologer, doctor and daughter, one should never go to their house empty-handed." Vikram called the steward and ordered all the fruits behind. On being cut, each one of them turned red. The king was very happy to see so much red. He called the jeweler and asked their value. The jeweler said, "Maharaj, this red is so precious that its value cannot be measured even in crores of rupees. Each red is equal to one state." Hearing this, Vikram took Yogi's hand and took him to the throne. Said, "Yogiraj, the bad things you have heard are not told in front of others." Vikram took him alone and asked him the purpose of giving the fruit. Going there, the yogi said, "Maharaj, the thing is that I am proving a mantra at Masan on the banks of the Godavari river. Once it is proved, my wish will be fulfilled. If you stay with me for one night, the mantra will be proved. One day at night you come to me alone by tying your arms." Vikram said, "Good thing. If your wish is fulfilled by my presence, then I will definitely come." After this, yogi went to his monastery after telling the day and time. When that day came, Vikram reached there alone. Yogi was sitting beside him. After sitting for a while, Vikram asked, "Your Majesty, what is the order for me?" Yogi said, "Rajan, at a distance of 2 kos in the south direction from here, a dead body is hanging on a peepal tree in Masan. Bring it to me, till then I worship here." Hearing this, the king moved away. It was a very horrible night. There was darkness all around. It was raining. Ghosts were making noise. Snakes used to come and wrap around his feet. But Vikramaditya kept moving forward with courage. When the king reached Masan, he saw that lions were roaring, elephants were shouting, ghosts were killing men. Vikram walked fearlessly and reached the peepal tree. The tree was burning with fire from root to tip. The king thought, may or may not be, this is the same yogi, about whom Dev had told. A corpse, tied with the rope, was hanging on the tree. The king climbed the tree and cut the rope with his sword. The dead man fell down and started crying loudly. Vikram came downstairs and asked, "Who are you?" Vikram had so much to say that the dead man laughed out loud. Vikram was very surprised. Then the dead hung on the tree. Vikram then climbed up and as soon as he cut the rope, pressed the dead body under his arm and came down. Said, "Tell me, who are you?" The dead kept silent. Then Vikram tied him in a sheet and took him to the yogi. On the way the dead man said, "I am restless. Who are you and where are you taking me?" Vikram said, "My name is Vikram. I am the king of Dhara city. I am taking you to the yogi." Betal said, "I will walk on one condition. If you speak on the way, I will return and hang myself on the tree." Vikram agreed to her. Then Betal said, "The learned, clever and wise, their days are spent in good talk, while the days of fools are spent in discord and sleep. It would be better if our path should be spent in discussion of good things. I will tell you a story, but you don't even do who, yes, nor any question. After this, Betal started his story. And friends, from here begins the story of Betal Pachisi. Pachisi is called thus because Betal told 24 stories in a single night, and the last story is of that cunning yogi, due to which the entire collection of 25 stories is called Betal. It is called Pachisi, Betal Pachisi. It was compiled by respected Somdev ji.